Didn't do that. Okay. So you can hear me, Luis?
Yeah,
Okay.
perfectly.
Okay, great. Where are you?
I'm in El Salvador, in Central America.
Okay, great.
I get to know you from a book you wrote, The Emotional Clearing in Spanish,
Ah,
9 years ago.
uh-huh.
And I started briefing in December 2018. So
Uh-huh.
that's
Uh-huh.
more than a year ago. And I have gone through a deep emotional catharsis. Never in my life I had experienced it. A dark night of the soul, I can say. And now I'm mostly out of the dark process, and still working in my first chakra, with my fears. And what I wrote you in the email is that one of my biggest fears is to run out of money and to depend on somebody else. And I feel it has to do with my codependence, my relationship with money. Uh, uh, and so that was the basic issue.
Okay, that's really all excellent. Really pleased that you were able to do so much significant work just from the book and to have a major catharsis, like you're saying, and now to be able to identify what you feel like is another issue. So let's talk for a little bit on left brain level before we go into an alpha state. And I just want you to reframe this fear that you're describing, fear about lack of money. So, and this is very common. Probably everybody can relate to this. So, let's talk about awareness and projection, just to clarify this. So, I'd like you to start reframing this from the viewpoint that there's a projection in progress, that there's still, in spite of the work you've done, and we can talk about this is like something else. Why is there so much negativity? Are we tapping into collective negativity? You know, it gets really philosophic, but there's still negativity that's being projected onto the money issue. So I'd like you to recognize that that's probably happening, even if you may not be able to consciously see that. It usually is an assumption at this point. Don't blame the money. The money is a movie that's bringing up the feelings. So what we do when we're in the process, we use the movie to trigger the feelings, but then we put the movie aside and go only into the feelings. So that's what I'm going to ask you to do. When we trigger the feelings, detach the money from the fear. Find the fear in your body and separate it from what you now perceive to be the reason for the fear. Is that all clear? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Let's go into Ascension. This might not be it's obviously not going to be a full hour-long session, but we'll see how far we can go and where we can get to. So close your eyes, Luis, and we're going to go through just a brief induction to shift you into a right brain alpha state. So begin by focusing into the body. Start to feel your body. Breathe into the body. We're developing body awareness, feeling what's happening in the body. The body is where the emotions are. So we're starting to shift out of the mind into the body. And now let's go through the induction again briefly. Visualize the light coming in from above. On the inhale, send it out to the edge of your aura. On the exhale, feel yourself protected and safe inside your aura. And then bring up the earth energy. Feel the earth to be nurturing. And then go up to the third eye. Look up, strain your eyes briefly. And feel as if you're moving into right brain body awareness. And relax your eyes. Now let's envision that those circumstances you described, see yourself in those exact circumstances. Maybe even see yourself where you have run out of money and you are being dependent. In fact, that's where I'd like to go. You're being dependent on somebody else to take care of you. Can you connect with that feeling? See yourself in that position where you're being dependent. And how are you doing? Can you get to that place?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, here's my preliminary take on this. Fear is a first level feeling. The core feeling is dependency. Second chakra, power center. You're helpless. You've lost your sense of individual determination. So you're nodding yes, so I'm assuming this sounds good. This sounds like the core feeling. I want you to bring this feeling forward more. The sense of helplessness, dependency. This is the feeling we're going to work with to start with. Okay, looks like you're agreeing with me. Okay, good. Now, let's just remember that there's a projection in progress. If there's any blame, stop blaming the other person. Stop blaming the situation. Stop blaming the money. Take responsibility for this experience of helplessness. Okay, step 2, acceptance. Now that we've clarified what I think is probably a core feeling, look at the unconscious resistance you have to this feeling. And be okay with it. Okay, good. Luis, I can see that you're going through emotions. Good, just stay with it. Keep up the breath. Stay right here. Great. You're doing great. I can feel you doing great. Just stay with it. Good. Relax your breath. Good. Stay with it. Good. Keep going. Okay, now you're already in the feeling. Just go into direct experience, shift into the body. Make sure you're being present in the body with that experience, an experiential level of the helplessness. And now shift to the witness. You're stepping back, lifting yourself out of that negative experience. Good. Stay right there. Keep relaxing into it. Stop resisting. Good. Stay with it. Now, tell me, Luis, what's the experience you're with right now exactly? What are you seeing, experiencing?
Well, it's pure shame.
Shame.
Yeah, shame
Okay.
of asking somebody give me something.
Okay. Okay, shame. Stay with the shame. Let's process this. So detach. And be okay with the shame. Relax into the shame. Now, shame is the other side of maybe pride. We want to accept both sides. Be okay with the shame. Keep breathing into it. See if you can find it in your body. Okay, that's great, Luis. Just stay right there. There's a lot coming up for you. Doing really well. Stay right there. Stay present with the shame with no thought of rejecting it or moving away from it, dismissing it. Just detach. Keep shifting into the higher self. Go up to the third eye right now. Look up in the third eye for a short bit. Feel yourself totally shifting out of lower self emotions. Yeah, good. You're calming down a little bit. Keep breathing into the body. Release your eyes. Now, I like to regard the shame. That's still not a core feeling, although it's an important feeling. Go to the feeling behind the shame, which is the dependency or the helplessness. Let's go back to that core feeling. Just stay with that. Be okay with it. I'd like the subconscious to give us an image that corresponds to this feeling of helplessness. Now, tell me when you get something.
Well, it's my dad. My relationship with my dad.
Okay, what is that?
It's the the submission.
Okay. You're being forced to submit to your dad? Looks like that's what it is. Yeah. Okay. This is still the power center, helplessness, being dominated, controlled. You have no freedom. If you want to go back to the childhood experience, that's okay. You don't need to do that, but you can. See yourself with your dad. Experience the feelings that the child had of being dominated and controlled. And apply all the steps to it. Drop blame. Take responsibility. Don't blame your dad. Even as a child, you attracted this experience in order to work with the feelings. Move into acceptance. Accept the feeling of submission, being dominated. Feel what that's like, this feeling of being dominated, controlled, manipulated, used. This is all power center, second chakra, bottom of the body. Maybe you can find it in the body. Just relax into it. Be okay with it. Accept the feeling, but from a detached place. Go up to the third eye again. Feel yourself shifting out into the third eye, the witnessing higher self place. That's great, Luis. You're doing really great. Lower your eyes. Stay with the feeling. Okay, you're still here. Where are you now, Luis?
Yeah, I feel anger also.
Okay. You can bring up the anger. That's totally fitting. Bring up the anger into your body. Breathe into it and allow the anger. You're not going to act out the anger. You're just going to allow it, give it total permission to be there. Detach. Keep breathing into the anger with total acceptance. Try to detach the anger from your father. This anger gets projected in all different kinds of directions. Take responsibility for it. Just relax into it. Give yourself total permission to have this anger. Don't feel guilty or shameful about the anger. And where are you now?
Well, I breathed in the anger,
Uh-huh.
and I'm just here at this moment.
Okay. Sounds like you've moved through a lot of negativity and you're in a place of neutrality now. Okay, just take in this place where you are right now. Let's assume it's a place of neutrality, relaxation. We've released some very vital negative energies for the moment. You might need to still keep working with these negative energies, but for now, I think we've moved through this session. Just relax where you are. Let's thank the subconscious for cooperating so beautifully, and Louise, for you to cooperate so beautifully and to show such courage in coming forward. Everybody really appreciates that. Let's wind down. I want you to close the door to the subconscious now, just by visualizing that happening. Until the next time that you choose to do a processing session on your own, probably, when you open the door again. The door is now closed. Bring in some more light to lift your vibration to a high, powerful level. Feel yourself being lifted above any negativity. And then if there's any lingering negativity in your immediate environment, just visualize it going back down to the center of the earth. So we're cleaning out your psychic space. Bring up the earth energy as you inhale. Send down residual negativity on the exhale. Feel like you're lifting into a higher space. And then I'm going to count you up. When I reach 5, come back to normal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. When you're ready, open your eyes.
Thanks.
Yeah.
And thanks to all for the energy.
Yeah, you've been a great volunteer. It's been a moving session for me, and I think for everybody here. And we've only been 26 minutes now, so it's been great. Anything else you want to share? About your experience?
No, just that a big wind came over with the experience. So it's a synchronistic.
Right.
Yeah.
That's exactly right. That kind of thing happens a lot. The telephone will ring, or your dog will start barking, or your spouse comes in and says, "What are you doing there?" That kind of thing happens a lot. Very interesting.
Okay. Well,
okay.
I just want to thank you for your work.
Sure.
For your book that has been really helpful.
Great.
And for this session.